In this video, we are going to find the popularity percentage of users in social media. Hello, I'm Jagan from Grow with Data. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in SQL with you. If this assists you in interview preparation in any ways, I will be happy. Let's see the data set and we can talk about the question in detail. Let's create the table. Okay. So here we are given the table friends. We have to write a solution to find the popularity percentage of each user on social media. The popularity percentage is defined as the total number of friends the user has divided by the total number of users in the platform. Then you convert that into a percentage number and round to 2 decimal places. So the expected output is going to be like this. So we need to have every user and what is the percentage population. If you see the user 1 or go 2. So if you see the user 2, he got a friend here 1 and 2, 3 and 4, right? So we have 4 friends for user 2. But if you see this record, right? So this one, it says user 7 is a friend of 2. So this one says user 2 is having a friend 1, 5, 6 and 9, right? So we can say 2 is a friend of 1, 5, 6 and 9. And if you consider this record, it says 7 is a friend of 2. That implies 2 again is having another friend called 7, right? So when I want to find the total number of friends or total number of followers the user has, that means we have to consider in both the directions, from A to B and from B to A, to count the total number of friends. Okay, so that's the key in this question. So to find the percentage of popularity, we have to get for every user how many friends they have, and then we have to find how many users we have. So here we have 9 users, right? So total number of friends divided by 9 will give you the percentage popularity. Okay, let's see how to do that. Let's comment out the code. Let's start with the basic SQL. First thing what you have to do is we have to convert the bidirectional users into a unidirectional. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to do a union all. You select user 1 as user 1, user 2 as friends from friends. So this one will have the actual left to right flow. Okay, same way we just say union all, user 2 as the primary and then user 1 as the friend. Okay, so if you run this, you can just say order by 1. If you run this, you see user 2 got 5, 7, 1, 9 and 6. So all the 5 users are in the right side. So now we can see how many friends every user in the left side has, right? So it's simple group by function. We don't need to have the order by here. So with this data, what we are going to do is with all users as, we are going to have a query on top of this, select user 1, count of distinct friends as friends from this table, right? So we have the union all to convert the bidirectional to unidirectional, and then we get that user from the left side and get the count of friends who are on the right side, right? And since you are using aggregation, we can simply say group by 1. So this is a CTE table. Before that, let's see how the data looks. So now every derived column should need its own alias. Okay. So we just say A. Okay. Not all the database need this alias name. The MySQL is looking for it. Okay. So now if you see, every user will have a count of friends in the right side. Now we can count the percentage part of it. So we can activate the CTE table, close this. Now we say select user 1 FRIN. Friends is the total friends for every user, divided by, we have to find the user count. How will you find the user count? You can just write a SQL here. Select count star from all users. So this will get the number of users here. So we have 9 users, so we get 9. So I don't like the count star. I always like to put on the column name, which is much readable, right? You don't have to put alias name, you just divide by, right? So you can just leave it like that. So this will give you the ratio. Now if you want to get the percentage, we just say into 100, which will give you the percentage from all users. Let's see if it works. Okay, we don't have alias name, so what is the alias name? It says percentage population. As percentage population, run it. So it gives you the percentage part of it, but they ask you to convert that to a 2 decimal point, right? So we have 55.56. To control the decimal, we just simply go with the round function. So round 2 decimal works. So now you get the expected output. So 1 is having 55.56 and 2 is also having 55.56. So 1 and 2 are the popular users, and all the other users are having less percentage than 1 and 2. Okay, so this is a simple SQL, and we always try with the Windows function, how this can be simplified using a Windows function, right? Okay, with the Windows function, what we can do is, instead of getting into this, we can just have a Windows function count star over, there's no need for a partition, as total users. Okay, first let's run only this part of it. Okay, so when you run only the CTE table, if you see this, the Windows function, the total users, is going to get the total count of the records within the window. So we have 9 records, so we get 9. If you want to get the sum of all the friends, right? So how many friends we have in overall, then we can simply add here and just say count of distinct friends. You get that part of it and say total friends. When you say total friends, it will count of distinct friends. Oh, sorry, it's sum, right? So count will just count the number of records. We just say sum of, it will just give you the total sum of the friends, 5, 10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, right? So the friends column, right, that will be counted in the overall Windows. But we don't need that function. if you need to do the calculation based on total number of friends, then we can just say sum of the count of distinct friends over. We don't have to partition anything, right? But in this case, we don't need that. This is just for your reference. So now we have to get the user, their friends, and total number of users. So we can simply replace the subquery this subquery which we used here, right? We can just simply replace that with the total users and we run it. So we get the same result. So the advantage of using the Windows function is we don't have to call the CTE table one more time here, right? For every record, that subquery will be triggered. That will be reduced if you use the Windows function, right? Yeah, so this is a normal way of answering the interview question. So do the normal SQL, or you can just try with the Windows function. In this case, both are almost the same. But if you want to just get the numbers and you want to share with someone, right, then you don't have to go with all this. So you don't have to have a union part and then a CTE table and then use that CTE table here. So what we can do is we can just take the union part to bring in the bidirectional to unidirectional, right? We can just have this as a all friends as, so we can keep this as a CTE table, and then we directly say select user1 comma count of distinct friends divided by the select statement. Oh, I deleted it. Okay. The select statement which we did before, right? Select count of distinct user1 from all friends. So the column name is, we haven't fixed the percentage, but still let's put it. Oh, it's a group by. So when you just do this way, you can get the same answer. Since you want to convert that to a percentage and then you round that up, and then we just say order by user ID. So when you run this, you get the same answer. So we don't have to go with the second level of CTE table. We can just use the bidirectional to unidirectional, and we can use that data directly here. Here the code looks a little bit of messy, right? So we do the count and then the subqueries. The Windows function will be much cleaner, right? So we have this union, and then we get the calculations here, and we simply have the calculation of two columns here. We don't have any other subqueries or anything. So when you see the coding part of it, this Windows function makes the code so simple. The same way the previous SQL, first one we wrote without the Windows SQL, that is also a normal part of it. This one is like a fast food. We can just want to know the answer, we can just do like this one, right? So the main intention for this video is how you convert a two-way data to a single side and use that for the calculation. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.